So I'm about to start working on this older self-propelled Craftsman. The only thing I've done to it is take the cover off and inspect this cable, which I was just seeing if I could try to save it somehow, but it's pretty well seized up. I just got a new one off Amazon for about 20 bucks. Links in the description if you care to purchase one for yourself. I also took the red beauty cover off and put this black one on, which is in a little bit better condition, and it's not broken off at the studs like the red one was. But all I'm going to do now is replace that cable. And then I also got a new pair of wheels because these are pretty loose. You guys will see what's going on with those in a second when I pull them off. All right, so first things first, we're going to replace these wheels. I'll show you guys just what's wrong with them. Very, very common. These teeth get all chewed up over time. I've seen so many of these self-propelled machines that have had this issue. Now, if they made all of this out of metal, probably outlast the rest of the machine. Well, this is taking way too much effort. Just trying to get this thing off. It is no easy matter. I've had to use the torch. I've had to use a whole hodgepodge of different tools. So far, the only thing that's working is this bearing puller and my other puller and a ratchet. It's a slow process. I don't know why this thing is seized on here like it is, but is it irritating? Almost out. Done. So I had to take the gear off in order to get to that point, so we'll put that back on. Okay, new wheel. Perfect. Now to get started on the cable. So for these, they're very proprietary. You have to basically stick that part into the bracket, feed that down in first. Just like this. And it just clips in like that. But I'm going to flip the mower over, try and move things around, get everything reattached. We can put these two self-tappers back in. So just so we don't lose it or it doesn't fly off, I'm just going to reconnect this little spring, just like so. So with it tipped to its side, and that top spring back on, that's good. And we have another return spring that's right over here. All you want to do is just make sure you can pull this back and forth. It's doing everything it should. So now we just grab the end of the cable and you're just going to stick it on through, kind of situate it like that. Now I'm just going to pull the cable out of the other end just to get the slack out of it. Back in like that. Again, pull the slack so you can see that it works just like that. That's what pulls it up and lets it go. So next step, we're just going to remove this hardware. Now this one does not have the little tension twister in here. But before we do that, just install the cable as so. That's almost a little too tight. We'll just leave it right here at the end. Just grab that little nub there. Last thing to install is just the new, and it looks like we're missing the spring. I'll have to get that out of the Horde. And here's one from the Horde. I'm gonna pull this one off. I'm gonna have to put the camera down though, but that's why I keep all these scrap engines lying around. Never know when you'll need a small part like this every now and then. So, there we go. Check the cable. Perfect. Comes off of the ground just like it's supposed to. All I took that off for was to just put a new pull cord in it. And we'll wash all this off, throw it all back together. Runs perfectly. No smoke, nothing. Didn't even need to mess with the carburetor at all. Runs perfect. Stay tuned for more videos.